I think you're gonna fit in well. Really well.
Take it easy.
Security's got his eyes on Saburo Okadigbo. That guy's trouble for the status quo.
What do we have here? Decided to drop by on Neon and do a little vandalism, huh? There's a steep fine for that. Zero tolerance. Tell you what, you pay the fine now, and I'll let you off with a warning, or things are going to get messy.
And that's the way Neon works. Grease the right palms, and you can literally get away with murder.
Enjoy your stay on Neon.
What I don't sell ends up too bad I can't squeeze any Aurora from this fish. Come in right now, and you may even have a chance.
If I have... Not sure how... Yeah. I know this place stinks, but it's a living.
Come in right now. And you
I'm so behind on my work.
We're gonna celebrate 10 years together.
Just one quiet day. Seems like Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days. Spreading like a virus through the settled systems. They like to set up shop at old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war. That way, they can strike it.
Not from here, are you?
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A&B, B&E, or, heaven forbid, an MS. But at least they know what to do.
That doesn't even...
That one got away. Well, they don't need it.
I think you're gonna fit in well. Really well.
You've really kicked the hornet's nest. Good. Andrea's running point on grabbing the gun stash. I need you and Vogel to keep the disciples off balance.
So we're finally doing this?
It's time, Vogel. The gloves are off. Both of you, keep the collateral damage down if you can. But it's do or die. Like the attitude, but don't give Neon Security any reasons to go after us, okay?
There are rules to this game. We go all out, and we bring in more heat than even we can deal with.
You two coordinate whatever you need to. I have a request. I know this is asking a lot. Newell's Goods has some armor. Not mil-spec Ranger gear or anything, but better than the cast-off clothes the Strikers wear. So if you could, well, spring for some armor upgrades, maybe convince Newell to sell it to us. All the Strikers owe you big time. Any credits it costs, I promise we'll pay you back with interest. Now's the time for those Strikers to make a comeback.
Bring this.
What can I get you today?
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage of causing problems in me.
Now, James, I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Baker came by.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything.
And walk amongst us peasants? What did he want?
We're a general goods store, so we carry all sorts of materials you can use to outfit yourself for galactic exploration. Oh my goodness, you're right. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon Security. It's a little group James formed, with some of the other vendors on Neon. I'd call it more of a support group, because all they do is sit around and complain about how hard it is to run a business here. He runs Sieghart's Outfitters. It's right outside the spaceport terminal. I suppose you could say he's our only real competition. If you ask me, he isn't such a terrible person. Please don't tell James I said that. For protection, I assume. They apparently target certain businesses with some type of safety assurance fee scheme. We've been spared that indignity so far. But it's absolutely disgraceful this kind of thing is happening. I'm not taking anyone's side. I just want all this infighting among Neon store owners to end. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. It's just a feeling that I have about Dietrich. I'm sure he's paying off Neon Security because he has no choice. He can't afford to fight back like my husband expects. Oh no. I'd hate for you to get sucked into the whole silly affair. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? That would be lovely. Stop by again soon.
Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time. Rosa Newell is my wife. We own this place together. Sieghart's Outfitters? Oh, come on. You don't have to pretend you haven't been to his poor excuse for a store off of Bayou Plaza. Well, normally I wouldn't go in for that sort of thing, but Sieghart's given me no choice. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon's security to keep his place safe. By standing up to the lowlifes who come in here expecting me to just hand over all of my money, I refuse to be run out of business or be forced to pay protection. Yeah, sure. If all you care about is yourself. Every payment Sigurd makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. Of course! I have a huge inventory to choose from. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Sigurd. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered. The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sigurd said he had every intention of paying Neon Security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me. Oh, dear Lord. Did Briggs put you up to this? All these gangs are a menace. I don't want to have any part of it. Because they're bottom-feeding parasites. They steal and murder, and security couldn't care less. Us businessmen have to draw a line somewhere, and this is mine. Really? That's a lot of credits. All right already, all right. You pay and I'll send Briggs his armor. But this is a one-time deal. I don't want anything to do with this madness after that. That's not a discount. That's robbery. Sorry, but... Look, I'd like to help, but... I'm glad you understand the... Okay, that's pretty good. I hear you. You know what? I may be starting to like you. Fine, fine. You can have your discount if you just stop your yapping. I'll get the armor over to Madame Sauvage. We're done. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun, James.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa. Aurora isn't fun. It's a poison, and it needs to be taken off the streets.
James, please. It's not just the Aurora. It's Administrator Bayou. As long as he's in charge, the city will just get worse and worse. We're fully stocked on supplies today. Now, James, I don't want you to get upset. If you'd like to buy something, I'd be happy to help. Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man, though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we first opened our business here in Akuchi Market, He was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition at all. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong.
Maybe we should set up more posts in the area.
Oh, he'll be so upset for me telling you this. But it's such a funny story. I can't resist. James and I used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any of the Aurora extraction, just dealt with the leftovers. I was a supervisor on the line, and when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I find James inside a storage vat, up to his shoulders in stinky fish guts and blind as a bat. The gut got in his eyes, you see. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red. After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra brew and talked. A year later, we were married. Better times. Better times. Have a good day. Poor James. Take your time. Okay, here you... Thank you for stopping by.
More zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
Duels Goods has a full line of equipment.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today.
Where every vice can be indulged, and they make up new vices every Thursday.
I don't know what you think you heard, but maybe you should get in here and chat. Yeah?
I've been dreaming of this.
The disciples are gonna pay for all they've done. The disciples have got the number, but we are... So, we'll talk later.
Oh, finally. Briggs is going to let me kick these disciples where it hurts. I've been telling him to let his best man loose for weeks. So thank you for changing his mind. You better believe it. Both of us worked for that hellhole Xenofresh way back. I was a casualty of a reduction in force. But Paul Briggs's leg got crushed in an accident. So Xenofresh, being the class act they are, they fired him, and later even sued him. So it was him and I on the streets. I helped him through rehab. The Ebbside strikers sort of grew around us. You better believe it. The plan's simple. We hit the street runners hard in as many points as possible. Maximum chaos, right? Then Andrea can waltz into their weapons cache, snag the big guns, and then the real fun begins. No promises. The till's running empty. So if I happen to see some marks on the way, then the fishies better pay up, know what I mean? Well, Briggs ain't the only one thinking round here. Here's 3 groups of street rats for you. Me and my boys will take some others. Fun time.
Hey there!
Hey, get away from me.
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us a licensing fee to fish near Neon?
Looky here. Just strolling into Disciple turf. You're making this too easy. Yeah, right. Why should I believe you? Yeah, I hope so. I'm still willing to talk. I hear you. Hey, it doesn't have to go that way. Yeah. Everyone, let's go.
Paint your face, defeat your
the strikers, darling. Yeah, we had those blighters all tied up until you came along. The name's Holt, and I'm here to offer you a deal. I'll let that slide. The strikers are old news. Positively analog. You help us take out their so-called leaders, and the disciples can pay big. Credits, yeah? A dumpster full of them. Literally, if that's your thing. And you give a damned about that why? This ain't your fight, pal. Ebside's always been about survival of the fittest. As long as the tourists stay away, no one cares what happens. In order to keep a rat in place, you gotta scare it, terrify it. And if it happens to be good for a laugh, well, that's a bonus, right? And it's time to die, arsehole.
Bad move, showing your face.
Better we get it than someone else.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks.
Blood in my oxygen. I'm making this look easy. Got another one.
Out of you. Stupid move coming here.
We just moved here. I think you should give it a few months.
But what if it doesn't?
We got the guns, new fish. Went in, pop, 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 and the cash is ours.
That's thanks to me and my new best mate. Hit any problems on your patrol? Same here. Little element of surprise and a few bullets. Then no worries. Everything's going according to plan, Briggs.
Good. Now we hit them where it hurts. This warehouse is one of their main strongholds. Not going to lie. Taking it is going to be hard. Newfish, we wouldn't be here without you. What's the play? Go in guns blazing? We hold back? They won't know what hit them. You heard the plan. Let's do it.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but Neon might be my favorite place to visit.
This feels like old times.
How many rounds you got in that thing?
Playtime is over. Downstairs, now!
Security. I'd recognize that condescending tone anywhere. Hands off weapons. Damn it.
You think Neon Security wouldn't know about what's going down? Please. Looks like you've done a bit of violence. A bit of murder. Word is, all of this is due to you. Why are you messing around with my streets, huh? As I can see. So here's what's going to happen. Gang violence gets too noisy. That hurts the bottom line around here. No one affects the bottom line.
Tell that to the disciples.
No. I want you to, Mr. Briggs. The disciples have been pissing me off for far too long. So, your gang throws off Sewer Rat Blue and starts wearing Neon Security Black. Or, you can be found face down in the streets. And you say your goodbyes. Briggs is a smart lad. He'll make the right choice. The best way to fight gang violence is getting your own pet gang. Trust me, they'll fit right in on the force. Free to go as far away from here as you like. The further the better, in my book. Setting street rat against street rat is pretty elegant, right? Don't take too long. Time to onboard the new hires.
Good you're here. Huddle up, gang.
Is this for real?
They want me to be a cop.
Shit. We could get a real pad. Maybe even move out of Epside? Briggs, I'm so in.
After all we've done, Neon Security seriously will let that go?
I don't see why not. Do you really think anyone cares who stabs who in Epside? What's your take? We've been struggling just to feed ourselves. Having a salary again. Hard to believe.
I don't trust Neon Security one bit. But this is a deal you can't pass up.
Anyone object to going for the deal? This is your chance. No one? Good. Really good. I'll give Owen the news. I can't say I was expecting this. Whatever god or gods we please to get you to help us, know we'll be forever grateful. With resources and backup, the streets are gonna be safer. It looks like the strikers are retiring. And here's your cut.
Place like this, the Neon great to visit.
The latest bloody affair involved the Epside strikers battling with their nemesis, the Disciples, in a large warehouse. Many gang members perished in the violence, and Neon Security said that it has left the business.
Tell Bullseye, you're home away from home here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable. Rating of only 16%, your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out. Be here when you're ready. The hotel's over.
Throughout the Freestar Collective. There are unconfirmed reports of farming marriage.
Here at Stroud Eklund, we know the power of harmony. Each of our unique starship models is expertly run.
And affordable, and with a crime rating of only 16%.
Look at you. Beautiful.
Nia Adams was looking for someone discreet for a job. Apparently, I don't qualify. Scram, get out of my face. If you want to gawk at something, take it to the Astral Lounge.
Governor Glenhurst has stepped down from his post under mysterious circumstances. Although Herschel's official press states he's quitting due to family reasons. SSNN reached out to Hearst for comment, but his publicist declined a request citing concern for his client's privacy. Many believe there's something deeper going on. What no one can agree on is what, why, and why now. Rumors of
Benjamin Bayou is so not compensated for
prices abound.
Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines? Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the city.
Enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors, all brewed using the secret techniques of ancient Earth. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy.
Here in Neon, you live in the rarefied edge.
You didn't tell us, but those ecliptic
Need to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills. Ryujin's hybrid.
Not interested.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
You might want to stow some of that. Just a suggestion.
Need some work done?
People joke, so those Varun zealots worship a snake.
Not dangerous, but man, can it be a lot of fun.
I have plenty of supplies for your next expedition in stock. Welcome to Sieghart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Great. I'll bring the blend, you bring the...
The question should really be, what don't we sell? We carry a wide assortment of equipment perfectly suitable for stellar exploration and extraplanetary excursions. Best selection in Neon. An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I have a lot of other things you need. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Haven't heard that one before, but I suppose I can't blame you for saying so. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Oh, yes, absolutely. It can be off-putting, I know. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary woman, made friends instantly wherever she traveled. Wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop and cease paying these exorbitant fees. You'd think that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had a business in Neon for almost 20. As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start swarming with people, so I went all in. I love this business. It's my life. I can't imagine doing anything else. My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive, and I'm barely making ends meet. But I've always been quite stubborn. It has not always been easy, but I've been at this location for 8 years, and I won't give up. My business is my pride and joy. You won't find another store like mine on Neon, so please support my business with your patronage. You won't be disappointed. Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon Security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. Owen Dexler is head of Neon Security. But he is less concerned with crime than he is siphoning money from honest businesses. But it's not just him. All of Neon is corrupt. The only way to survive is to give in to their demands. Really? I didn't know that. But I suppose they used to treat me with respect. Until I started paying the protection. But they have to understand. I could lose my business if I don't pay Dexler's fees. And why is that? Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon Security on an empty stomach.
Give me your honest opinion.
You get there. Fill out an application to be outdoor.
Yeah, Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot.
Your hectic needs. We're fully stocked and ready to sell. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was talk to him? I don't doubt it. Like trying to wipe the slime off a Kazambass.
Oh, let it go, hon. If Sieghart says he's in, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun, James.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa. Aurora isn't fun. It's a poison, and it needs to be taken off the streets.
James, please. It's not just the Aurora. It's Administrator Bayou. As long as he's in charge.
Packaged food? Check. Neuroamps? Oh, yeah.
Keep it moving.
They have the best selection.
Welcome to Neon Tactical. All weapons are currently 0%. Oh, I'm sorry. Your inquiry is invalid. Neon Tactical deals in weapons and armor for use in combat, for paint, and home decor. Please visit the appropriate vendor. Frank Rennick is the proprietor of Neon Tactical. My primary function is security and protection. Goodbye.
You ever get nightmare sticks about the war?
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I get what you're saying. You just want to forget, but one's got nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query.
If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them. Oh, I don't know. Stuff things in your pocket and run. Rob me at gunpoint. Shoot me in the head. I've survived on Neon far too long to take any chances. My store, my rules. If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department. Hey, he can handle millions of calculations per second. A few complaints would be child's play for him. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit. I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the paint removal. I know you'll be surprised, but thanks to my sparkling personality, I don't exactly have the easiest time making friends. That means I spend a lot of time talking to Styx, and Model A robots, they're not really programmed for casual conversation. The net result is I end up talking to a machine and looking like I'm out of my mind. Hell, maybe I am. It's no big secret. I lost it fighting on the Freestar side during the Colony War. I was a ground pounder, slogged it out in the trenches with the troops. And did pretty well, too, until an EM weapon took out our transport. They pulled me out of the wreckage, but the damage was done. Honestly, I consider myself lucky. Most of the other soldiers died in the crash. I knew a guy a few years ago who ran up a hell of a tab with me. I'm talking thousands of credits, but at least he'd make regular payments. One day the payments stopped, so I tracked him down. Found out he got mixed up with an Aurora dealer and fell from the upper platform. Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to the contents of a storage container. Guess what I found inside? Took me a few months to scrounge up the parts, but I'd say I did a pretty decent job getting Styx up and running. You'd do that? Huh. Okay,
Maybe I misjudged you. Look, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that I'm not the most popular guy on the block, and that suits me fine. But this person took it too far, made it personal. I'm not about to let some delinquent hassle the only friend that I have. Huh. I'm glad you see Styx as more than just a possession. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. You can probably find him somewhere near Euphorica. Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all the Ebside lunatics that nobody messes with me and the Styx. Warlord's one of the Disciples, one of Neon's street gangs that claims it owns Ebside. A few years back, the gang tried to break in here and rob my place, but Styx put one of them down and sent another to Reliant on a stretcher. He and his buddies have been harassing me ever since, mostly by scaring away my customers and stealing my deliveries. Warlord still swears he'll get even with me, and he came pretty damn close when he somehow managed to disable Styx and sprayed him with paint. It feels like it's only a matter of time before he gets past Styx, and I'm done for. Feel like bringing the pain, huh? If you've got the credit. Styx, how's this month looking?
I'm sorry, I did not... Understand your query. Please rephrase.
I'm asking for the sales report.
Look out for gangs. Actually, the gang should look out for us.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity or Chimera?
Stay that way.
You kidding? Chimera, all day. Why do you think
You like art?
No, Chimera is nice.
Tag job on the robot at Neon Tacticals. My best work.
See, you just proved my point. Down your third velocity, and you're out cold. By the third
Are you in a
you're
gang?
floating on frickin' cloud nine.
You sound like a middle-aged bank teller.
You, but that's where I
Yeah, I'm in a gang.
Yeah,
The
I guess
Disciples.
you're right. Where the hell did Micah learn to mix a drink like that anyway?
Let's face it, some people
Only
are
when
just
I have a knife in my hand. The rest of the time, I just paint. Euphoric is home for people like us. And by people like us, I mean killers, thugs, and thieves. Now, I haven't killed anyone in a while, but that just means I'm due. That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew. We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me. I thought it was pretty clever. If I trashed it, it'd stink for a bit, but he'd get over it. So I took a can of spray paint and put my tag on it. Now, every time that Cyclops opens up that eye, he's gonna see my art on his buddy. Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line. And what makes you think I will? Yeah, it's hard to predict Crazy. Never know what he might do. All right. The Cyclops is one thing, but I know better than to mess with you. Besides, that Model A shredded my gun arm. I can't aim straight, let alone paint. Here, you give this to that freak and tell him we're even. Yeah, beat it.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gang.
Rather not get mixed up with the syndicate or gangster.
Stupid piece of tin. Good work. I hope you made him squirm. No, that's exactly how you send a message. Still, I won't argue with results. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. Sometimes, Styx, I wonder how things would have been different if I took a different path. If I flipped the coin of life and it came out heads. Instead of tails.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah.
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get it. And we don't have it.
Might be. There's got to be a megacorp that'll hire.
Welcome to Calvin.
System to protect Unity.
Neon's the heart of the Freestar Collective.
What now? They say, for every 5 credits, Benjamin, it's the world's most exotic accident. They found the drug in the fish oil of all things. But oil is an old story, one of grease and flame. The grease turns the wheels of commerce, and the flame attracts the moths. So be careful walking these streets, my duck. I'm in town for business. My client leaves a mess, I clean it up. I'm an independent contractor, working for some very wealthy clients. They open deals, I close them. There might be. I originally came here to complete a business deal, but the client, in a fit of foolishness, decided to close on their own. Rather than dispose of the evidence properly, they left it in a warehouse. Real amateur stuff. So there are some loose ends that need tying, and I prefer a third party handle it. Would you be interested? Cheers. We'll split my rate 50-50. For a job like this, I'm being more than generous. You'll find the merchandise in a locker in the warehouse behind Neon Tactical. Gangs in Ibside often use that area to peddle their sunshine and lollipops, so if shit's puckaroo, you'll have to improvise. Once you secure the merchandise, sell it to Coleman Lang at the Trade Authority, so it's part of their regular inventory. Return here when the job is done.
Get some Aurora and let loose!
Galbank ATMs are spread throughout
gangs
the
can keep
of ancient Earth. Here in Neon, you live in the rarefied air above the skull and the flash coffee. Anywhere in the galaxy.
Too bad I can't squeeze in the Aurora from this fish.
He's got an energy to it like no other.
I don't know who got those idiots at the Merchants Alliance to work together, but whoever it is, I've got a baton with their name on it.
something? Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving? Yeah? Well, then let me spell it out for you. You either walked into the TA to buy some goods, sell some goods, or have some liberated goods taken off your hands for a reasonable price. So, instead of wasting my time making me explain how the business world works, let's get a move on. Now that's what I'm talking about. We both want to make some money, so what'll it be? Not a bad gun. Good balance, weight. Allied Armaments is a UC company, but their stuff is military grade. But that is not the issue here. That gun is hotter than a frying pan full of fish grease. I'm not giving you anywhere near market rate. Pleasure doing business with you. Yes, let's. Really? You? Okay, sure. First, get on out of here because this isn't a recruitment station. Seriously, check out one of the mission boards if you want to run cargo for us. Jobs are for whatever's listed. And if running cargo's not your thing, then that's too bad because that's what we've got. Well, first of all, the outpost in Neon is hardly anything to be worried about. And even if one of them got, I don't know, suddenly ambitious and put the heat on us, well, there are two ways to solve that problem. One way is to leave an unattended cred stick on the counter. The other is to give Sayoka a call. Either way, it's business for us as usual. All right, buzz off. I'm busy.
Want to challenge
Video and widely available.
Hey there. Behold, the Emporium.
Yeah?
Neon's premiere.
Be careful if you're on board.
There's no way in hell I'm letting Cora land here.
I'm not a fan of this kind of music, then my client can finally relax. But I digress. Here's your... Yes, but I never work. Cheers.
Like the look of you. Ever run into spacers?
Tell Cora we're back.
scan for contraband. You're good to go. All clear to land at Hopetown.
Good day, Captain.
It's very quiet out in space. You would think there would be trumpets wherever you go.
That's it. Enjoy Neon.
Grav jump successful, just like your lights.
the most successful mercantile group in the whole galaxy. If a place matters, you can bet the Trade Authority has an office there. Oh. Well, why didn't you say so?
Some people owe you their lives. Any way we can repay you? Pick 'em clean, then. Thanks again for the help. Over and out.
Looks like they're packing up their toys and going home. No fun.
Well, you're back. Oh no, don't start. I've had enough Barrett for one lifetime. I don't need the sequel showing up on my doorstep. More pirates showed up when you were gone. We weren't as lucky this time. Calvert, Troy, some of the new Dusties. They didn't make it. Who knows with pirates? Revenge? Peeking at the scraps? Maybe they're from a different crew and we just got hit twice by sheer bad luck. Well, how could you have? You weren't here. Anyway, I was pinned down behind some crates with Barrett. Bullets and laser fire everywhere. No smile on that damn carefree face of his. Like he knew this was it. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says, "Stay here, Lynn. I got you."
Suicide. Nah. The guy's seriously tougher than he looks.
Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and he's got the 3rd one in a headlock. Drags him out into the open at gunpoint and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate Newton's 3rd law on this guy's temporal lobe. And that's when they brought out Hela. I didn't overhear everything, but after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barrett put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken aboard the pirate ship. And that's the last I saw of either of them. They could have grav-jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirates must have fried it. You want to try it? Go ahead. But the odds of them being alive, even if you could find them... I've lost a lot of people on this run, Dusty. I just want to pack up.
Look at you go. You there, cargo. Ultra, man.
You wanna try fixing that computer? I'm packing up, Dusty. What a mess. You wanna try fixing that? I'm packing up, Dusty. What a mess.
Ouch. That didn't go well.
disregard. They attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied.
Orange green. Ready? For what comes next.
Hello, Captain.
out the grav jump calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what? Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never. What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D, doomed. Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
So, you actually get that computer working again? What? Let me see that. Funny. Even knowing he's alive, I still never want to see him again. Heller, on the other hand... Okay. Let me send you the location data embedded in the transmission. Find them, okay? Well, don't start buying me stuffed animals for my birthday or anything. But yes, alright. I don't like seeing my people hurt. Even Barrett and Heller. Just get after them, okay? And hey, if you ever need a little extra help, I've been thinking about a career change lately. Maybe it's time to put Argos behind me. Seems like you've been keeping busy, Dusty. If, you find yourself in need of a capable traveling companion, we should talk. My contract's up with Argos, and I could use a change of scenery. Works for me. I'm not fussy about assignments. I'll go where I'm needed. Right. I'll get to work. Let's catch up later.
Ready to take off, Captain.
People say I need more hobbies. Writing about you, thinking about you, talking about you. That's 3 right there. Something on your mind? And of course! Back to work, then.
Shaw and her gang are stronger. I might have what you need. Guess we're done. The Aquila Frontier is home to the... Hope you like it. Later.
We don't have much time. Private Mahoney out.
Let's not stay out here too long. Spacewalks can be dangerous.
Do you require my assistance?
I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my family. But you sure as hell don't look like any spacer I've seen before. So let me get this straight. You heard a distress call and you flew all the way down here. What are you, some sort of priest or good Samaritan? I didn't know people like you were real, but I got a heap load of problems. And I'm willing to pay my share for the help. I don't know what game you're playing, but I guess I'm in. Used to be 4 families that List helped set up stakes in this system. We rarely saw eye to eye in the best of times, and believe me, True, these ain't the best of times. Spacers started raiding, and it's been getting worse. Only a matter of time before they end us all. Unless you're willing to help some hard-working, pig-headed settlers out. No arguments here. The Spacers have taken out the family's List satellites, so we can't even talk to each other. Isolate and eliminate, a classic tale. You fix the Lopez satellite, and I'll open a secure channel, and we can sync up and get the lay of the land. And then get all of our satellites operational. It might be I'm getting caught up in the moment, but I actually feel optimistic for once. Thanks.
I like to think of myself as your emotional support.
The blackest sea. Where shall we swim to next, O wise and formidable captain?
You ran out of luck. Oh, man. Pound them to dust. Just die already. Blaster to hell!
Green light is on, which means communications is up. Sending the data on the other satellites. You do hear me, right? Hello? Wait, what? Oh, hardy ha ha. It's gonna take some time dealing with someone competent. I don't suppose you want a job working hydroponics. No one ever says yes to that. Huh. Once you repair the other satellites, I'll open a channel to the other families.
We're all alone here.
Hello. How can I be of service, Captain?